How about a quick tutorial on the gradient feature that we have in CreateStudio? And I did some with letters, I did some with shapes, and the first shape I'll show you is the background. So what I did for that is I just chose a rectangle, I expanded it, and then I went into the color. So if you're off of it for any reason, you just click on it, it's highlighted. I go over to the color, and I'm going to click the linear one. This is radial, this is linear. And let's say, oh, what I did too is I moved these points so that it would be vertical instead of horizontal. Whoop, I did that the wrong one. I forgot which color, which side was which. So I'm going to have dark blue on the bottom and a light blue on the top. This bottom one might be a little bit too dark. And then let's say I want another color. I can just click wherever I want on the color bar. Click and it adds another placeholder where I can just say a little bit darker than the top, lighter than the bottom. I can move this around if I want more of the blue. I kind of like it with just a little bit of a fade. I can also make it a little bit uneven if I want. I don't really like how that's looking because I can see the marks on it. I did that on this a little bit so that it was, obviously I made it much lighter in the first one. But that's the general idea of what you want. You can also make it horizontal if you want. And if you want to have more of the blue, darker blue, you can adjust it and you can move it however you want. All right, what else you can do is this one right here is with the horizontal, and I used 5 different colors. And then you can just move it around to how you might want the colors to be revealed. Here I notice I don't have too much green, so I can always move this a little bit more, and there's more green in it. You can do whatever you want with all of those. And again, you just click and you can add another color. That looks ugly. I'm going to undo that. You can also do shapes, but first let me show you this shape. This was actually a duplicate of the background, and I grabbed a triangle. I duplicated the background, so I'm going to Command D, and I'm just going to quickly rename this one so I don't mess up. I'm going to select the duplicate background that I did. I'm going to hold down my Shift key, click on the triangle, and then I'm going to mask one with the triangle. And I got to move that up because we can't see it, it was underneath. Now you can't really see that right now. You can double click on it, and then you can choose which part of the background you might want. And now you see it's a little lighter. You can also put a little bit of a shadow on it, and then it will show up a little bit more. You can twist it and turn it. You can do whatever you want with it, which actually makes me think of something I want to show you as well. So that's how I made that shape. And then with the circle, I used the radial. So I just made a circle. I went in to radial, and then let's make this one shades of pink. So first I'm going to have it a little bit lighter in the middle. On the edge, I'm going to make it pink, a darker pink. I can add a third color and maybe make it a little bit lighter than the outside color, but darker than the end. And then I can move it if I want and have it shaped like that with a little bit of a color, or leave it this way. And then I might change some of these colors because I'm not sure I like that, but I won't take too much time to do it. I don't like the color. The white is showing too much. So I also can drag that out a little bit and just play around with whatever colors I want. The other thing you could do with this as well that I just thought of is you could select it, animate it. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to change something so that we can see that. So let me just move it like that. I don't know if this is going to show up when we do it, but let's see. I can animate it with rotation. I can have my first keyframe, then I can move this to the end, and then I can go over here under properties, and I can have it rotate as many times as I want. Might actually look good with the black background. So let's see. And now it's going around and around and around. Maybe we need a linear for that so it doesn't slow down. There, so you can do something like that. And then just the text, right? And that's the same thing that you're going to do. The biggest thing that will happen with the text is you need to make sure that if you have it, I don't know what text, oh, Anton, we might need to space the letters a little bit more or not. It totally depends what we're going to do. So let's do linear, and then let's do colors of red, and let's end on white, would be, maybe we'll see. And in the middle, I can do blue. Oh, I don't really like that because the white isn't showing, it turned gray. So I'm not sure I like that. The colors are kind of dark, but you can move it around to how you might want to do it and just play around with all of the different colors that you have. And I think, is that really all you need to know? This one I just did a linear, but I had the same color on the edges with a darker color in the middle. This one, oh, I have to unlock it because I was grabbing it when I was doing the shapes. I did 4 colors. So I had darker on the edges and then 2 different shades in the middle. So you can just play around and make your own gradients of whatever you want. I hope you have fun. I hope you learned something.